Montgomery College is like it has such an incredible environment, especially for international guys like me. Like you walk around campus and you see guys from everywhere in the world. Africa, Asia, Europe, America, everywhere.
The diversity is
Yeah,
amazing
it's,
at
it's amazing
MC.
and you learn a lot.
Welcome to Beyond the Classroom, the Montgomery College podcast where students share what their journey really looks like. I'm your host, Angela Rowe. Each episode goes beyond the classroom into the experiences that shape confidence, connection, and what comes next. Thank you for joining us. Let's dive in. Welcome, Nico.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me about yourself.
Well, I was born and raised in Venezuela, 22 years ago. I've been playing soccer my whole life. Soccer has been like the most important thing in my life since I was like a little kid. I went to an American high school in Venezuela. That's where I first started, playing soccer in that high school. Then I started, playing for academies in Venezuela. I played for the national team of Venezuela under the under 15s national team of Venezuela, then the under 20s. Then I moved to Colombia for 3, 4 years, where I played with Deportivo Cali. It's a pretty big team over there. I at the same time I played Deportivo Cali and Venezuela's national team, both teams. Then I decided to go back to Venezuela because I wanted to study. I was already like 18 years old, 19 years old. Okay, it's time, to think about our future. So went back to Venezuela and started preparing, for what will be these years. And then that's where I thought like, okay, was a nice option for studying and playing soccer, the US. That's like the best option for doing those two things. So that was like 3 years ago when we started like all the process, and that's where I decided to come here to Montgomery College.
Okay, so you came to Montgomery College to pursue soccer and your academics.
Yeah.
Interesting. And you have some scholarships too?
Coming from Venezuela, is tough situation going on over there. So, it's very important to people from every country, international guys like me, we have like a lot of expenses here in the US. So without those scholarships, like it's very difficult for us. So yeah, I received this athletic scholarship that is basically it helps me a lot, like to pay for my tuition, for my expenses, like
You have like 5 scholarships. That's really good.
yeah, I
And
receive a lot of scholarships in
you
here.
have to be very talented,
Hmm.
right, in order to receive
I
that.
don't
So I
know.
think that speaks volumes for
I
you.
hope I am. I don't know.
So talk to me about, well, you've talked about the journey, but from Venezuela
Yeah.
to Maryland, specifically
Yeah.
to MC. Now, talk to me about the journey once you've gotten
Mm,
here at MC. What's it been like for you?
yeah, I mean it's been a great experience. It's I've been here for 2 years now. At first, like new country, new people, everything's new for you. So you're like, okay, like something new. Like we'll see what's happening, we'll see what's going on. But like Montgomery College is like it has such an incredible environment, especially for international guys like me. Like you walk around campus and you see guys from everywhere in the world. Like
Yes.
we in the soccer team, we got guys from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, everywhere.
The diversity is
Yeah,
amazing
it's,
at
it's amazing,
MC.
and you learn a lot.
You love soccer.
I do love
You have a
soccer.
leadership role with soccer here at MC.
Yeah, I'm the captain of the team
You're
right
the
now.
captain of the team.
Yeah, so I will say, yeah, I have a leadership role over here.
Tell me about that.
It's something that I've been like since I started playing soccer. I've always been. I'm a defender. I'm a center back. So it's a position where you need to be like always talking to your teammates, always like talking to everyone on the field. So I got here, as I told you, like I got to meet these amazing guys over here. We created like an amazing relationship from the beginning. So it's like it's something natural for me, it's like something normal for me. I came here my first year, freshman year, started like building relationships with the guys, leading on the team, talking to the guys. So my second year, right now, sophomore year, I was named captain of the team.
So, what type of leader do you think you are? You're someone that gets out there and pushes them, you
Yeah,
cheer them on.
I would say like I'm friends with everyone. That's like the most important thing. But on the field, like during practices and during games, if I have to be tough, I'm tough. If I have to call someone, to talk, I do it too. Like most important part for me, being friends with everyone, like having that good relationship with everyone, with the coaches, with the guys, so you have to be a positive leader always.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you took that positivity in your leadership,
Yeah.
and there's a type of division championship. What's this?
We play on the NG say double A.
Yes, double A.
It's tough to say. We're one of the best teams in the whole country in our league. First year we got to play the region finals, where we lost against Hartford, so we couldn't go to nationals. But this year, my sophomore year, we got to go to nationals where we played the number one team in the country, and we actually won. We played Tyler. So yeah, right now, we're ranked in the top 10 teams in the country. So
Congratulations.
thank you very much.
That's wonderful. I hope you take all of that good energy into next season too.
Yeah, of course.
Talk to me about the typical day in the life as a student athlete.
We go to classes and go back home or stay here, get lunch. Then we go to the field, practice for 2 hours, 3 hours. Sometimes we go to a gym. It depends on the day of the week, gym or field. Then we shower, we get ready for going back home. We go back home, we eat dinner, like study, do homework.
That's the part I was looking for, Nico.
Especially during fall season, that's when we play like our normal tournament. Because during spring, we don't play like nothing. We just like friendlies, we practice, but the official tournament is only during fall here. So especially during fall season, it's tough, like trying to balance tests, for soccer too. So yeah,
Right, that's a lot,
yeah,
right? But I see that you are managing it, and your GPA demonstrates how well
yeah.
you manage that. And kudos to you for
Thank you.
that. So, as you are maintaining this soccer academic balance, do you ever utilize any of the learning centers, digital learning labs, any type
Yeah.
of supports at the college?
Actually, we do like, especially freshman guys, it's mandatory to go to it's this classroom where we need to go for like, I think like 8 hours per week.
Okay.
We need to go like every day, like study, do homeworks. And if you got like a GPA below 2 point something, I can't remember right now, but you also need to go. Doesn't matter if you're a freshman or a sophomore. Then when you're a sophomore, if you got like a good GPA, like you decide if you want to go or not. But like for freshmen, it's like
Yes.
mandatory.
Do you go back?
Right now, I don't, because I just go back home, do homework, study, because I already know how everything works. But during my freshman year, I had to go like almost every day.
Almost every day.
Yeah,
So this is your second year.
yeah.
What's your plan?
Transfer. I'm looking for schools. I'm talking to some big schools.
Can you share with me some schools you're considering?
Right now, I'm talking to Ohio State. I've been talking to Marquette University.
I know Marquette.
Yeah.
I sure do.
Oh.
OSU and
yeah.
Marquette,
I
yes.
talked to Virginia Commonwealth. I've talked to a
VCU.
lot of schools, top schools here. And yeah, that's one of the good things. Like, when you decide to come here, it's like if you have a good year
Yes.
with a good GPA, you're gonna have the opportunities to go somewhere big.
That's wonderful.
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna dig into that a little bit more though, because we're talking Marquette, the Ohio State University,
yeah,
and Virginia Commonwealth, different parts of the country.
yeah.
Let's just say you were admitted to all three. What's your deciding factor?
As a soccer player and as an international guy, international student, the tuition part, the financial part is a big part, like in this whole decision. So it's a lot of factors, like locations, scholarships, housing. So you need to see like the balance between them, and then you get to decide which one is the best for you.
So let's say that because they're all very good
Yeah,
academic
yeah.
schools, is one's soccer program better than the other?
At that level, D1 level, almost like every school is like very competitive. If you prefer like this location, or you go to this place. If you prefer like big city, you go to this one. Or
Yeah.
big, like small city, you go to this one. But when you get to soccer, like it's like they're pretty much the same. Like they're top level
What's your major right now?
business.
And when you transfer, you want your major to be
I'm thinking right now about finance or international business.
or international
Yeah,
business.
yeah,
Wonderful. I know a couple of those schools you mentioned have strong finance
yeah.
programs. I'm not going to nudge you in either direction. I'll just say that I know that you have selected some schools that line up very well with your transfer
Mm-hmm.
academic goals
Yeah,
and with your soccer goals.
yeah.
So 5 years from now, I see Nico. What's he doing?
First of all, get your degree here in the US.
Hmm?
Like having something like secure for you for your future. But yeah, I mean the goal is to go pro.
So 5 years from now, we'd see you out there playing professionally.
I hope so.
Where would you be?
I would love to know the answer for that, but like soccer is like it's very unpredictable. Like
Yeah.
you can wish to be like here in the US, but you end up playing, somewhere in Asia, or Europe. So I don't know, maybe going back to America, to South America, Colombia. Who
Mhm.
knows? Who knows?
See, but you're open because you love the game that much.
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
Exactly.
Well, I just have another question for you right now to think about. What's something that people don't see about being a college athlete that would surprise them?
That part where you need to like balance everything in your life, like homeworks, like friends, practice, going late in the night, because you're studying for a test, tomorrow, but you also need to travel to New York this weekend to play a soccer game. So yeah, it's a lot of discipline, like especially discipline. If you want to be like successful here as a college student and as a college soccer player, is a lot of discipline.
Balance and the discipline.
Yeah.
Well, you seem to have mastered both of them. I thank you so much for this conversation
Of
and for
course,
your
thank
time
you. Thank
today,
you for
Nico.
having
I'm
me.
looking forward to in 5 years flipping through my channels and coming across you playing
Thank you.
soccer so that I can cheer for you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you
Right.
for your time.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining. If you liked our conversation, subscribe to Beyond the Classroom where you get your podcast. And I must tell you, this is just the beginning. There are so many more MC students I want you to meet, and I can't wait to share them with you. Don't forget to leave us a review or comment. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time.